Hello my fellow creative spirits. So in today's video I am just going to walk you through how I came up with this eye crown and how you might be able to make your own. So the first thing that I started with is I made a wire skeleton and I reinforced the parts that come together with resin clay. And I let that harden overnight, and then the next day I rolled up snakes of clay to put over the longer pieces of wire. And as it begins to harden, you can use different tools to make patterns in it. Here I'm using a needle type tool and a brush to soften the lines to create almost branch-like features. As I work, I continue to add even more wires and more branches. Another thing I like to do is look around for little pieces of wood that have a lot of textures in them and use it as a stamp onto the crown. Here I'm going to show you how I made the eyeballs. Now I did have a video previously where I made eyeballs, so I didn't want to be too redundant. You can see on my YouTube channel the video of how I made the eyeballs. But I basically attached that to the crown, and now I began to cover the entire crown with a acrylic base. I had used gesso spray first to prep the resin clay, and then I used a dark brown acrylic paint to cover the entirety of the crown, fading the dark brown to a bit of a slightly lighter brown at the very top of the crown. Then I used this stuff called Rub and Buff, which is a faux metallic gold thing, and I put that over the entire brown, which made the golds pop, and then I did an antiquing wax on top of that to kind of mellow it out. Now the next thing that I did is I started to paint the eyeballs. So you can look at different references of eyeballs. I use a lot of different pictures. I just googled eyeball references. Looking at it in person will definitely give you a lot more accurate of an eyeball color, and also making sure that you get the textures right within the irises helps to really sell the eyeball as realistic. I really wanted to have a variation in different types of eyeballs, so the big dark brown eyeball is based off of my own. And I also like to make the whites of the eyes not exactly white. I like to add a lot of glazes of greens and reds and yellows and blues to make the whites of the eyes look more realistic, because the reality is the whites of our eyes aren't exactly white. I also used a tiny little brush to create little veins in the whites of the eyes. Here I am adding the epoxy resin, and you use a torch to get rid of the bubbles. And the way that I made the eye earrings is I took the eyes that I made prior and I just attached it to another pair of earrings and wire wrapped it. So here is the finished eye crown. I want to give a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. Explore new skills, develop existing interests, and get lost in creativity. The course that I found to be really helpful was DIY Product Photography, Style and Shoot Creative Stills by Rachel Gulata and Daniel Inskeep. This really helped me to plan and create the photo shoots that we decided to go with for showcasing the crown. Skillshare offers membership with meaning. Connect with the support of fellow creatives and enter a community of encouragement, communication, and inspiration. The first 1,000 people to use the link in my description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. And after that, it's only around $10 a month. And I'd like to give a huge thank you to @Mahal007, at @EllaFigueWeirdo, and at Social Photo Club Co. for helping me take these amazing pictures. I have all of their links in the description as well as their business website. And I'd also like to give a huge thank you to @_Ryan Semple for helping me get these awesome shots. Thank you to everyone for watching today's video and to my patrons. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys next time.